All right, so good evening, everyone. Welcome to the McKayleen Office Building. I'm County Executive Ken Jenkins, and we are, okay, thank you so much. All right. And we are here to do, first, to recognize and celebrate Irish Heritage, for Irish Heritage Month. We have our flag raising, which will be behind us momentarily, and a reception that will be, everyone's invited to come upstairs to have a little bit of corned beef and cabbage, upstairs, a little bit of soda bread too, or maybe not too much soda bread for me, right? But making sure that we're partaking in all of the things as we lead up to the High Holy Days on Monday, right, on the 17th, but certainly celebrations all around Westchester County with parades that have already happened and parades to have come. And this evening, I am joined, of course, with the Deputy County Executive, Richard Wishney, and certainly so many individuals of Irish heritage that are here, like all of us are, because we're all Irish this month, right? Right? And for some of us, a little bit after this month as well, but this month for sure. And with us here that's going to speak this evening is our village mayor from the Village of Pelham, Chance Mullen, who was the Grand Marshal last year for the Sound Shore St. Patrick's Day Parade and festivities that happened. This year's Grand Marshal, Matt McCauley, I think is going to be here as well. We have Thomas Roach, who is our White Plains mayor, who's going to speak to us momentarily. And then we're going to make sure to recognize all of the great organizations that are with us this evening. Certainly we'll start off with the Sound Shore St. Patrick's Day Parade Committee. Let's give them a round of applause that are here. We have representation from the Alzheimer's Association from the Hudson Valley Chapter. Let's make sure to give a round of applause for them. They've done so much work in making sure that we all have so many things happen. We have so many elected officials that are with us this evening because, again, everyone knows it's great to be Irish all the time, specifically in Irish Heritage Month, but certainly we have county legislators Ben Boykin that are here, Judah Holstein, Margaret Kunzio has a representative here. David Tubiolo has representation. Legislator James Nolan, Legislator Shanae Williams, and certainly the chair of the board, Vadat Gashi, will be through momentarily. We also have with us this evening Council Member Anant Nambia, who's coming through the door right now. White Plains Council members Rich Payne, Justin Brash, that are here with us. Yonkers City Court Judge Vera Shako, we mentioned, but he'll speak in a minute, the Village of Pelham Mayor Chance Mullen, and again, White Plains Mayor Tom Roach. We have community leaders with us, and there was so many great things for us here together. My friend, New Rochelle Fire Commissioner, Chief Andy Sander is here with us. John Nona, our county attorney, is here with us. And certainly the Commissioner of the Department of Social Services is here as well, Leonard Towns. Let's give them all a round of applause for all of the outstanding work that they continue to do. We know Irish Heritage Month is a time to reflect on the incredible sacrifices and achievements of the Irish community who overcame hardship and adversity to create better opportunities for future generations. The Irish community's influence is deeply woven into the fabric of our county's history. They played a critical role in shaping Westchester County, from public service to education to business and the arts. Their commitment to service, tradition, and cultural pride has had a lasting impact, and we proudly recognize the influence. As we celebrate Irish Heritage Month, I encourage everyone to reflect on the values that have guided generations of Irish Americans to embrace the lessons of resilience, perseverance, and kindness that continues to be had by our Irish family here in Westchester County. We want to continue to recognize that everyone has had challenges and things that have happened along the way, and especially in the time that we're living in right now, we have to recognize everyone's struggle to get to where they have been today. So we want to celebrate our friends and our neighbors and our family members in our Irish community. And with that, let me turn over to my good friend from the city of, or the Village of Pelham. We're going to make it a city today, right? But from the Village of Pelham, who's done such a tremendous job, not just in his role in the Village of Pelham, but certainly around the county, and he is a tremendous representative of all the hard work of our Irish American family. Chance Mullen.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, County Executive Jenkins, for inviting us from the Sound Shore St. Patrick's Day Parade here to celebrate our heritage with you. Our Grand Marshal for this year's parade is Matt McCauley, a longtime champion for the 9/11 first responders. And true to form, he's in Washington right now, trying to make sure our first responders have what they need from the federal government. I had the great fortune to be last year's Grand Marshal, which means this year I have the prestigious and esteemed honor of being the 2025 Sound Shore St. Patrick's Day Parade Grand Marshal understudy. So on behalf of everyone involved in the Sound Shore Parade, thank you for having us. When you hear us say everyone is Irish on St. Patrick's Day, what we mean is that this holiday and this month is a celebration of the things that give us pride in our culture and our heritage, traditions that are unique and special to so many of us. But what we're also saying is that this holiday is a celebration of the things that are universal to all human beings. No matter who you are, no matter where you came from, no matter where you live, we are all the product of someone who at some point in our lineage left their home to go be in another home. For the earliest immigrants, their journey may have simply been leaving their village to go to the next one over. Others went to the next county or province. Some went across the lake, over the mountains, onto the city. Some left with hope in their hearts, full of dreams and optimism. Some left for work, some for love. Some were pushed from their homes by starvation, oppression, violence. Some were stolen from their homes by slave traders and foreign invaders, with no choice but to try and build a new home in a place that would often view them as less than for generations. For those of us living in the Sound Shore area, all of our ancestors have different stories, but somehow, incredibly, we've all ended up here together, in this place, in a new home that is uniquely ours, and what unites each of us is the thing that lies deep within the human heart, that makes us capable of surviving it all. Our resilience, our courage, our entrepreneurship, our ambition, our sense of humor, and our capacity to leave space in our hearts for new people. That's what we're celebrating this month. Our parade is in Mamaroneck on March 29th, and all are welcome, and because there will be parades all throughout the month, everyone will get lots of opportunities to be Irish for a day, so we hope you'll join us. Thank you.
Thank you, Chance. And again, it's really great to make sure that we're recognizing history because we all have so many pieces of history that all keep us all together, that we have so many similarities, but we want to make sure that we're recognizing the similarities and we're celebrating differences because, again, that's how we learn and we work hard together. So, again, at this time, let me invite up another good Irishman, a good friend of ours from the city of White Plains, our mayor here, Tom Roach.
Thank you, Ken. It's great to be with you all here today. Yes, I am Irish. I spent $100 to confirm that I'm 97% Irish and 3% miscellaneous Northern European. So that's pretty much Irish history. But growing up, of course, I did not recognize that I was being raised in any special different way or anything like that. I look back on it, it was pretty Irish. But we would periodically get letters from Ireland. My dad's family's from County Mayo, in a place called Swinford. And I didn't really think too much about it. But when I graduated from college, my friends and I were going to go to Ireland, and my dad said, you have to visit the farm, which is where his uncle was still, where my grandfather left when he was 21 years old. And we went back there, and it's in the middle of County Mayo, which is very rural. There's no street names. The directions I was given were turn left at Old Castle Gate. Or, to me, worthless, right? I remember that we had to bring him tobacco, and so my mom took me to Caldor, and we bought that's how long ago this was, and we bought a can of tobacco, his favorite tobacco, and we pull up, we finally find the house, and we walk up, and I say, hi, I'm Tom Roach, and he starts to cry. So it made me recognize the connection that was there, that I was the first one of my generation to go back, but what I mostly remember is, In addition to that, he had Guinness wrapped in newspapers in hay that he poured for us. He pointed to a tree and said, "Your grandfather used to love to play in that tree." And I had never met my grandfather. He came to this country. He opened his own businesses. He started as a store manager, then opened his own businesses, and then died young when my dad was only 8 years old. But he had been successful up till then, and I could go down the lane of my dad will say when people talk about Social Security, my dad says it's what saved our family. It's what raised, my mother had she had all these kids and no money. Social Security saved them. But to me, it's not about Ireland, it's about this country. This country is full of people who came here for opportunity to flee oppression, to come to some place where they would have a chance, some place where they could contribute. When I was over there, and when my brother lived on the farm, it was still true. The farm, the little house had electricity but no plumbing. This is what people left to come here for opportunity. But this country has benefited from that. The energy that comes, the people that leave their homes, that go someplace else, are not going there to watch television. They're going there because they have drive, they have ambition, they want to make their lives better, and in doing so, they make this country better. And that's what separates this country from every other country. And I think we can't forget that. So when we celebrate our own heritage, we all have to realize a lot of people with different heritages came here for the same reasons, with the same motivations, and have contributed to this country in the same way, and that's to be appreciated and not it's not something we should be so resistant to because it's what we're built on, okay? So anyway, happy St. Patrick's Day.
All right, thanks, Tom. All right, so first, because we have to have a fun fact, right? So a fun fact, according to the United States Census Bureau, Tom, you'll be interested in this, over 30.7 million people, or almost 10% of U.S. residents, claimed some sort of Irish ancestry, right? So whether you spent the $99 or not, to get the DNA test, I'm sure. I mean, I did mine. I got a little in there too, right? So again, it's not just saying we're Irish today, but the reality is that again, there's so many great individuals from our Irish family that we want to make sure to continue to recognize and celebrate everyone together. So I want to thank everyone for being here and helping us celebrate Irish Heritage Month. And we're going to invite you upstairs in just a moment after we undrape the flag for a traditional Irish reception that has some Irish delicacies. As I promised, definitely corned beef and cabbage, right? And soda bread. I don't know what else is up there that's going to be. Mike Murphy will tell us whether it's good or not, right? And McCart will too, right? But we want to thank all of you for making sure that we continue in Westchester remembering that Westchester starts with W-E, and that's all of us together, and that's what makes us special. So with that, let's undrape the flag. Pulling at each end. How about this? Chance and Mayor Rose? No. You guys got one hand each, right? Just pull it down. Is that what you're telling us?
Just the fabric. You ready?
Just the fabric. Don't mess this up. Wait. Don't grab the flag.
3, 2, 1.
All right. We're inviting everyone upstairs to enjoy some Irish delicacies. Make sure we're celebrating responsibly over the many parades that are this weekend. There's at least 3. There's 2 on Saturday. No, 1 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. Then the big one on Monday, on our High Holy Day, and then the 29th on the Sound Shore, right? And Yonkers on the 22nd. No, we keep going there. There's some other ones too. Everyone continue to celebrate. I'm County Executive Ken Jenkins. Thanks for watching.